What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Passion TV. It's election time. Everyone's telling everybody to go out and vote. Your vote counts, because if you want change, you got to go vote, right? Let me adjust my camera here. But is that really true? Since I've been a kid, I've always hear people get riled up like right around this time, because they feel that their voting choice is somehow going to change their lives. I was listening to a guy talk today about how, the rhetoric now is how Obama didn't help black people, how Obama was a bad president when Bush was in, how Bush was such a bad president. You know why people say that? They say that because they expect that candidate to somehow change their lives. But I want to ask you a question. Why aren't these people trying to change their own lives? I mean, for instance, this book club mastermind that I'm in, we've taken the responsibility to get up early in the morning when most people are asleep, when most people would say, you know what, that's too early for me, blah, blah, blah. But those same people would say, I don't have enough time to do this. But correct me if I'm wrong, if you wake up earlier, you have more time to do stuff. Like, you could knock out things before 9 o'clock before you go to your job, and then go to your job and be productive there also. It's an excuse. People, we really don't work on ourselves. Because if we did, we wouldn't worry about the candidate that's running for president. We wouldn't care about them, because we're helping ourselves. If the nation, Western world, third world country, wherever you are, if people did this around the world, you wouldn't have time to worry about the leaders. Because the leaders, really, to be honest, you could have an isolated incident in Texas, and somehow Obama would get blamed for that. When Bush was in, this happened over here, and he would get blamed for that. Like, one man. Does one man have that much power? And now, woman, Hilary Clinton may win, or who knows? Who cares, to be honest? How can one person have that much power? It's almost like an adult leaves home and they go through bull crap in their life and they blame mom and dad. When mom and dad are going to work or operating their businesses and doing what they have to do in life, but someone's getting blamed, the child is still blaming the mom. Like, people today still blame their dad. He was an alcoholic once in my life. That's why I'm not successful now. Bull crap. You're not successful because you're not getting off your butt and making things happen. There are immigrants who come to this country with nothing, $11. There's so many stories on the internet about an immigrant that comes to this country with $11 and makes it. And their fathers and mothers died along the way. I mean, if you don't believe me, look at stories of Vietnam and Cambodia. A lot of stories. I knew a guy in Washington, this is no lie, a Muslim guy. I asked him, I don't even know why I asked him. I said, how old are you? He said, well, I don't really know. Like, what man doesn't know how old he is? Because as he was coming from Cambodia, he escaped. He didn't have any documents. He didn't have anything. Right? His mom was gone. Dad was gone. He was on a boat with his uncles. So he had approximately an age, but those guys created a rose company. And when I say like you go and get a dozen roses, and you know what they call it's a green leafy plant that comes with those roses, and they would harvest that plant and sell it all over the United States, because they live in Washington State. Everything freaking grows there because it rains all the time. And they created their organization. They created their company. So you talking to the wrong guy if you want me to somehow feel sympathy for you. This guy also was the guy who helped catch Cubans and Haitians who were coming over from, well, I didn't help catch, but what I mean is we housed them there as they came to Guantanamo Bay. And I watched these people get processed and things like that. And they made it. They found host families and they made it. So you're not going to get a lot of sympathy for me when you tell me that you don't have the power to do something. You have the power to do something. You have the power to do something. And it's your responsibility to take care of your home and your family. Nobody else's. I'm going to say that again. Your responsibility. Is the world took care of themselves. They read more. They didn't settle for this bad behavior. Didn't stop making statements like money isn't everything. Well, try going to a nursing home that costs $5,000 a month, assisted living, and you don't have it. Then you're going to blame somebody else. The number one rule in life is to take 100% responsibility. 100%, not 50. Responsibility for your own life. I'm giving you that responsibility right now. It's not Trump's, Hilary Clinton, Obama, Bush, or whatever person you want to name. It's not their fault. It's your fault if you don't have money in the bank account. Live in the most powerful country in the world. If you're in the Western world, nobody should have an excuse. So, with that said, good people, I hope you have a great day. Everything is awesome. And that's all I have to say. So until next time, signing off.